So I'm back in Washington and I'm playing a tournament. Got out to South Fork Landing the other day, realized there's a tournament this weekend, 2-day beach here. Figured why not sign up? My whole goal coming back to Washington for the rest of the season was to get back into the tournaments, and we're doing it. Also, Broadbirds are available, Power Grip USA and Power Grip Europe right now. If you haven't picked one up and you've been thinking about it, go ahead and do that. Anyways, I'm excited. I have not decided yet whether or not I'm gonna be filming this tournament. When you're seeing this video, I'll probably be teeing off. MPO is teeing off at like 9 to 9:30 in the morning, which they kind of like flip-flopped it, which I'm not mad about, so I can kind of play and then have the rest of my day. But practice round, here we go. Alternate layout out here at South Fork Landing, kind of like a big mixed safari type thing. So I've played a tournament out here earlier in the year, very different from that.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this sport.
Hole 10's tee to hole 1's basket. Big chip forehand with a broadbird around the corner. Maybe a little wide on that one. That's better. Yeah. Corner 12-foot par 3, super low ceiling. There is OB to the right side, which is kind of dangerous. I think my smart play is just Bonanza Sphinx up the left side, pitch up, get a par. We'll try a DD1 forehand as well. Miss him. Okay, that's not very good. Yeah. Maybe that is the play. Gives me a putt if I want it. Not super worried about the score for today's round. Not even gonna take score, just gonna really try and dial in the shots, figure out what shot I want to throw. This is a pretty good lie. And honestly, I think I can push this DD1 even a little bit further than this. Running this putt can be a little scary. Sit. Okay, as long as it sits, we're good. Hole number 3, 269. This is also just a normal hole. Pretty much a forehand, turnover backhand. You got a little hillside behind you, keeping it super safe. I'm between the Ultra and the Testalento. Ultra's probably the smart play. Yeah, see, a little finessier line. Yeah, see, that's why you don't do that. Quick note on the Testalento Zone SS. I love it. Very, very similar to this Super Beat ESP zone. Hung it. Dang it. Yeah, so the miss on this hole is not giving this the height and stability to just check up into the hillside. Pretty bad miss. Game time, this hole might even change to a Firebird just to get it there, hit it into the hill, especially depending on the wind. The 2 previous practice rounds I had, no wind at all, and today we got a nice honest breeze rolling, which I'm happy about, because sometimes when you practice in no wind, it just feels too easy. So hole number 4, triple Mando normally, but we're not playing to that basket. We're playing to a basket, maybe hole 7 or 8, all the way across the tree line there. Beautiful par 4, but you still got to play through the Mando. Normally I'm going Bonanza Sphinx, but it's windy today. So I think we got to step up to the Blitz DG Dynasty. Just like that. Yeah, see, I don't know if the Sphinx is holding up as well today. My game plan is kind of changing today, I think, if it's windy like this tomorrow. Because normally I'd go Firebird here, but it's kind of coming, and I want to just go distance driver to get it there faster. See, it's kind of lifting it. Oh, that's fine though. Oh, that's perfect actually. Yeah, the headwind is kind of like lifting my nose up forehand. I think the Firebird would have been too slow and kind of went right into the tree line. So normally into a headwind, I'd be throwing a backhand approach shot, but I like the forehand because the trees that you might hit are right next to the basket, whereas the backhand, you might give yourself like a 25, 30 footer. And I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. A big forehand around the tree here, basket's tucked off over in those trees. Low ceiling right when you get to the pin, so you definitely want to kind of like slide something under there. I'm between Firebird and Emperor right now. See, I like the line there, but the tailwind, I think, that's probably like 20 feet. It's pretty good. We'll try the Firebird. So I'm trying to play some high percentage golf this weekend, and I think going with the higher speed driver, that's just gonna kind of get right a little bit. You can almost just saw it off, not even get it up to speed, and it'll jump over to the basket. I think it's just the smart play. Blitz, Emp, these things are nice. You got some good runs. So this next hole is a great hole for the Broadbirds. Pretty much just I actually don't know how far it is because I haven't actually looked at the map. Probably like in the low 300-foot hyzer. But this year's run came out nice and beefy, honestly. I like them. I like the hand feel. As much as I love a pushy Firebird, I do have a lot of those. And to kind of have both in the bag, or my old Star Firebird, and kind of have a new stable complement, I ain't mad at it. These things feel and look great. So no basket out right now on some of these holes, but the pin is basically like 10-15 feet behind the tree that's out there. Yeah, big right to left. So the gap is this right side here anyway, but I think today it's even gonna help a little more. Come on. I could probably hang it a little less, but that's still like a 20-footer. So while I was playing this round today, I wanted to do a little bit of show and tell. If you're new to the channel, you might be like, Rod, why did you release like the most plain stock looking disc like ever made? And if you're an OG of the channel, you know why. Pretty much, this is the Star PFN Firebird. It's one of my favorite discs. I bag one that's like super beat up. Firebird SS, I like to call it. These are pretty much freshies. And the stamp on the Broadbird 1 and 2.0 is basically a tribute to this. Instead of Innova, it says Frisbee Club. Instead of Star Firebird, it says my name. It says Broadbird, whatever. Innova kind of collaborated with us on it to make it similar, but like not identical. But I love them. I love the simplicity. I think in disc golf right now, there's a little too much messiness on the discs. And that's kind of why I do like the retro throwback vibe on the Broadbirds. But this is the inspiration right here. We got another temp hole here, no basket, but you can maybe see the flag out there. Little island hole, probably like 200-ish feet. The last couple days I've been going PA3, kind of a, you know, straight, slightly seasoned one. We got a little headwind here today, so might have to step up to zone. Oh, OB by an inch. Okay, that'll play. Potentially, I was going Testilento as well. Threw a good one yesterday. I like it because you can kind of throw it lower, yeah, and then it just gets that. That might be the play. That might be the play. So good if I didn't throw it 3 feet off the ground. I gotta be a responsible frolfer, and in the case of there being like a headwind or something, we're gonna go stable buzz, just because I feel like I might need a little more to get there. See, that's parked. Maybe we should talk a little bit about game time decisions when it comes to tournament play. Now, I'm no expert in tournament play, we all know that, but I feel like if you get adequate practice in, you want to have a game plan dialed, but at the same time, like the wind can be different, the feel of your game can be different. You know, I'm a player who, like, say the first 6 holes are backhand, I probably won't throw many forehands that round. I'll probably throw the backhand on forehand holes. Now, sometimes maybe that'll get you in trouble. There's a ripping headwind actually once you get out here too. So that's, I think, why the Testilento kind of just never quite got there. But what I'm trying to say is you want to have a game plan, but I do think you got to be a little fluid in that game plan, where like if something just doesn't feel right, just follow your gut, throw what feels right, even if it's a complete change up. I don't know. That's my style. Maybe you should just stick with the game plan. Everyone's a little different. Yeah, buzz is parked. I do think if it is dead calm, we're going zone SS. If we got some wind, we'll go buzz. I think I'm on hole 9, normal course, hole 8. It's just a hyzer, but there's a little hillside that you got to check up and over to park it. Depending on the wind, Broadbird or PFN Star Firebird. We'll go Broadbird first. Yeah. Yup. See, that's the hillside. I mean, that's fine, 20 feet. Yeah, because if you pull that one wide, I don't know if it'll ever get back. Another hole with just a slight change, but with the wind, might change my game plan. Let's see, I gotta think of how it was flying out there. It's heady, so it's gonna be a little left or right. So basically, I went cicada straight at it. Yesterday, parked it, but might have to go strike. Usually there's no Mando here, so that's kind of the change for the tournament. You gotta send it up the gut. And then there's a bunker left that's a hazard. So we'll try the cicada, see how it acts with the wind. I just did not quite do that. Like I just didn't quite throw it. That's actually safe up top left to kind of have like a decent little C2 look at it. I think I was anticipating the wind kind of doing the work to flip it for me, so I didn't throw it hard enough. I'll try to force over the strike a little more. Super sneaky up top there, but that's actually great. Oh yeah, parked. So it does feel a little weird jumping right back into competitive disc golf after taking the last couple months off, kind of being on the road, traveling all over, never really playing a course more than maybe once or twice, and kind of just, you know, free balling it really. And then you come back here and you're just right back to like, got to take it serious, got to kind of dial in. And I'm excited though. We'll take that strike shot all day. I think that honestly might be the play regardless of the wind. Oh, that thing flew. It's one of them holes where if you get sneaky and you get away with getting just a clean par, you're not mad at it. Just took a little break, got back to some YouTube comments, and kind of letting the body rest a little bit here. A lot of times when I come play, I just play like really fast, and then you get halfway through the round and you're tired, but then you just keep going. And honestly, like tournament play is usually pretty slow, so I feel like you kind of keep the pace down. But just wanted to talk real quick about like tournament play again. We're back. I don't know if I'm filming this one or not, guys. You'll see, but who knows? I'm excited. I was talking with Erno, one of the owners of Power Grip Europe. We were driving, and we were talking a little bit about tournament play. He used to be like one of the really highly rated, like highly competitive players in Finland. Like back in the day, he's like a pro. He actually has like a couple distance records. He previously had the upside down distance record, which is pretty crazy. But I was telling him about how like my mindset with tournaments has really changed over the year. Previously, I had a pretty bad relationship with like tournaments where they just pissed me off so much because I felt like I never played to my potential. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. But then this year, my only goal was to just like make it a game. Make it the how many birdies can I possibly get today game, and worry about nothing else. Like obviously you're not trying to get bogeys. You're not trying to play dumb and get bogeys, but at the same time, a lot of times I was playing scared, which would not allow me to get birdies, and sometimes would even end up just getting more bogeys than I would have got if I would have just played my normal, like, semi-aggressive game. But a lot of times I think I would not take a shot off, but like dial back a shot in order to play it safe, which would just result in a par when pars don't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Like birdies do. And so right now in my tournament play, all it is like trust myself and see how many damn birdies a guy can rack up in a day. Because in the end, like I'd rather have 9 birdies on the day and like 4 bogeys than like 4 birdies and the rest of them be pars. You know, I want to get the birdies because those are what progress you forward. I feel like it's similar to, you know, when players talk about how like you need to learn how to win. I feel like you got to learn how to get birdies. And if you learn how to get birdies, then maybe someday you get to learn how to win. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the mindset we're going with. But let's throw some more discs. Another combined hole here today. We're on hole 11 pretty much, but you play out there to the left, OB line left, and then you're playing to the next hole's basket, kind of up in the tree line, little forehand chip approach. Go and buzz assess. Oh, that's so bad that it's actually decent. Wow, that is horrible. We're gonna throw another one. We're gonna try the less finessey shot. Yesterday, the Buzz Assess was definitely the play. It was dead calm, but maybe the Ultra. Yeah, as long as that's not too far left, it should check up. You guys wanna know what drives me nuts? Filming midday, because the lighting is horrible. There's shadows everywhere. Half the screen is overexposed, half of it's super dark. Just drives me insane because the videos look like shit. But also I can't be sitting here all day not doing anything. So it's like, we just gotta go do it. This is actually the furthest left I had been. Normally I'd be landing like over there, so it's a forehand. Now we got a backhand. This is an interesting one because you gotta check up the hill. Otherwise you got like a 35 footer, but it's not that far, but I think I'm gonna go strike just to get it there. Okay, I gotta go straighter. Oh yeah. It's not a strike, it's a buzz. Go in the hole. Nice. Why we're out here today. I feel like my previous 2 practice rounds, they almost went a little too good. I was never really in any trouble. Everything was like too straightforward and simple. Whereas this round, we brought the wind into consideration. Plus, I'm kind of throwing shitty shots half the time. So then you gotta play from out of position, which is good because maybe you'll be there. Hopefully not, but you might. What kind of format do you guys like to play when you do practice rounds for tournaments? Sometimes I like to keep score, but also I really don't like having like a number in my head going into the rounds. So I like to also just keep them kind of loose and casual. Like you kind of just figure out the shots, and then tournament day you kind of just play how many birdies can I get game and see what happens, you know? You can see the tree straight out there on the right. There's another one behind it, and you can't go around it. So it looks like a big hyzer. It's actually like a really pushy inside line, and not really a park it hole, more of like a give yourself a putt hole. Love that. Yeah, give yourself a putt hole. The Zone SS is a little cheeky line on this one though, because if you pop it a little too much, you might go too straight. There's just the Zone. That actually might be a better play, I won't lie. Those are both pretty good though. Probably the Zone, if I'm being honest, game time. Just because the missed Mando is not something you're trying to do, and they both ended up being good. So, probably the smarter play, go more stable. This is a pretty fun addition to the course. Water carry, and then the basket's kind of like right on the edge over there. It's not super far. The normal hole is only 200 feet. Probably like 300 maybe. Straight pond, left side. You could lay up though and like play safe, but I'm gonna go DD1 forehand. It's gotta move, but I think I jumped off the water and parked it maybe. A little chip forehand over the water. Basket is, I don't know, 20-25 off the edge. Fresh Ultra. Love it. Jump in. Yeah, parked. Not bad. Totally lost track of what hole I'm actually on, but this is OG 17. And I have finally given in to the hyzer. Normally, I like to get cute. Little Buzz Assess pusher up the gut. But sometimes you hit the damn branches on the low ceiling, or you don't slide it up, and then you see all 3 of your card mates throw a hyzer out wide, park it, get the birdie, and you're like, I hate my life, so we're gonna try that. So the Ultra's gonna be more of like a pure hyzer, and 25 short, maybe 20, and the Firebird will probably be like a flex. See how the ground plays. Oh, I just hit the second tree. Okay, don't do that. Yeah, normal hole 16. I don't know if I'm actually, this actually might be hole 16 of the round too. Stable Buzz Assess. Right up the gut, go in the hole. Love it. Bro, hole 17, just a hyzer. Kind of gets tricky because you got to throw up, but then still keep it under the low ceiling. I say it's not that far, and then I feel like I just blasted that deep. Nothing like your last practice round to make you feel like you're ass at this golf. Made it to hole 18. They got a tee pad back here in the woods. Turns it into a par 4. Mando on that tree out there, so you can't just go big hyzer. I'm gonna go Sphinx, get some distance, turn it over. Yeah. So it's funny because this is a smash with the Sphinx, but honestly I want it to be like 50 feet shorter and a little more to the right, just because this is kind of like that awkward upshot distance. But can't really complain. Nice. Well, there you have it. I got a tournament tomorrow, probably right now while you're watching this. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed another practice round. Wish me luck, and we'll see you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club,
The man,
motherfuckers.
the man, the myth.
Doing pretty good.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.